I don't see how I am running if I don't indulge in endless loop where he insists absurdly that my speaking to him is akin to him giving an opportunity for Lexington and Fuentes to speak up, to sanitize their image before an otherwise condemnatory audience. I think you're out to lunch there.
I don't agree with that. My statement is very straightforward. I think when you're in your best, you are really able to aggressively pursue some things. I don't know her exact background is and everything.
Aggressively, that's as close as Brianna Wu is going to come to say he's fucking giga autistic. That is as close as it's going to get, okay? Brianna Wu, obviously, she's got to be careful. She's an expert communicator. That is her saying that he's like autistic dog with a bone, okay? I'm going to translate it for you.
Yeah, I think you're very persuasive. Okay, cool.
Political scientist.
What do you think? I want to get some other people in here, right? Like, I want to give space for Katie here.
I really want that dog around now.
Well, we just kind of get the point that, like, because it's a good example of it. What do you think, Professor Sunday?
We're not on the same side. We're on the same side. We're not on the same side. I'm not on the same side. We're on the same side.
Are you on the same side with me?
No.
You're not game. What do you think?
Okay, this just seems like a. I don't know if this is like a fucking intervention or something that I just gotta find into, but sure, if you want to, this is like sort of an example of like a condemnation culture, I guess. I think that's a pretty good example of just like again trying to make examples that you want to assume equal is intent. The idea that you can have something like to be like absurdly evil caricature of yourself is just.
You lied about her credentials. That's a fact. What is her credential? What are her credentials?
I tell you what, if you want to
Can you tell me? No. Answer the question. Can you tell me that? Answer the question.
Sure. So she has my understanding of it is she has an undergraduate degree in the Canadian
psychology.
Wait, Brianna Wu is offering an absolute primo piece of content. Speaking to Brianna Wu directly about this, and he's just fucking answer it now. Why would you do this to yourself? This is madness. Like, take the fucking Brianna Wu 1v1, absolutely. That's fucking gold content.
What's the next one?
Sir, please let me finish. I'm very
watching you Google frantically. Go on, answer.
The answer right here, dude.
Oh my god.
Her master's degree is in what is called psychometry.
Doesn't have a master's degree in psychometry. She has a graduate diploma in psychological assessment. She has sold herself as a psychometrician and a psychometrician player. She is also playing as a psychometrist and a master's degree.
Bullshit, Sunday. Shut the fuck up. Okay, Teddy, how about you?
Do you notice it's like, he's like, got all this money to go, do you know what I mean? He's like, yeah, well, it's not for that destiny, go talk about fucking progressive destiny. This is a sign of autism. This is autism. An exhibition.
What is it? Give me a second. Let's reset. Okay, right. I think this is a good example of we have this whole topic, all these issues to talk about. What are we doing? Right? Oh, is this one person lying about a thing? Oh, let's go. Yeah. Someone who is doing good work. Right? You guys can argue for it. That's okay. Right? I just want to say
certainly it's like an example of council culture.
Okay, where are we at here? Okay, so, let's
The biggest threat for progressives.
well, this is the question, right? So given,
Apparently also the word on the grapevine too, apparently people were contacting pilots were contacted on Sarah Rose were and it was like, you know, I mean it's a classic thing, isn't it? You know, like if you're paying attention to someone in your community is like contacting the place of work, yeah, I think that really that's something that really your community
that we have, right? All these. I want to answer you. Hey, Katie, answer the question. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I think President Sunday, Professor Sunday, Mr. Sunday, has a certain personality. Okay, Mr. President, sir. I think he has a certain personality. I think he has the people he just likes. I don't necessarily. I think a lot of his critiques make a lot of sense, and I understand some of his critiques about Destiny. I think everybody or a lot of people feel like some of it is personal, and I don't think that's helpful to the discourse. But I do agree, and that's why at the beginning I asked Destiny if he's a progressive, because while I agree that Destiny does a lot to promote progressive causes, for example, he also does a lot of things, and a lot of progressive things are quite harmful and counterproductive to progressive causes. So to say that he's an ally, or that we're in the same community, or it's like us hurting each other in the community, I'm not sure that me and Destiny are in the same community. I wish we were. He's a much stronger ally than I am. But sometimes, or a lot of the time, I'm and he chooses to do things that are harmful to causes that I believe in. So I would be on the same team as that, you know? Not at all.
So how many kids does it take to take down the person?
Is that really what I said, or is that a very weird
Well,
interpretation of what I said?
and you, what you said, right, and this is what I heard, that, we have a person that will personally, right? We have a person, advocates for less progressive causes, but there are certain things that I don't like. To what extent, or how many kids,
The thing
right?
is, like, I honestly think if people want to spend their time on Twitter just saying stupid shit or doing dumb shit or whatever, like, you know, what does it matter to me? I don't care if it's dog the game. I don't care if I'm dog the game. I'm just going to do my thing over here on my channel. You know, make as much money as I can, putting out the best content as I feel I'm able to. But, like, sometimes you can't avoid it, and there is this tendency that exists where, you know, it's not ridiculous and wrong. You can't escape someone coming after you like your money. You know, if there's a way that they can attack you on the basis of you earning money, you can't escape them. You can't like, stop that from happening beyond hoping your employer, you know, is understanding or hoping that you're able to conduct yourself in the way we operate in the terms of service, so there's a way they can catch you out to like get you banned in a service if your money is like online. Do you know what I mean? Joe's lost his passion. That's an interesting comment. My passion is in making content that I think people will find interesting to watch. That's it. You know, or doing commentary or looking at an issue and whatever, stuff like that. I find interesting. But in terms of politics and shit, yeah, I have definitely lost my passion. You know, 2023 is the year of the fascist. I think that progressives have driven themselves to a point of madness where it's just fucked. You know, I remember I was thinking, I think I spoke about this, I was like, 2023 is just going to be disastrous and things are going to get much worse. And I don't like doing the thing where it's like I've made a prediction and look, it's coming true, because that's like not necessarily the best way to look at it. But I do look at things like the Hogwarts Legacy drama, like the outrage over Kevin saying retard, you know, other things that have happened. And I just think like these are all just completely fruitless, hopeless efforts that are not going to help your political goals whatsoever. Like, are you helping actually not play Hogwarts? It's such a fruitless, pointless endeavour. The progressive scene, absolutely, you know, pig-headed fashion. Not all progressives, but many progressives like pushing towards that direction, like fruitless, pointless stuff that just isn't going to get them anywhere. You know. The Hogwarts called was a wake-up call for going down. You know. And yeah, sure, Smug, like, I agree. It's only a percentage of it, but like it's the percentage that I'm ingratiated and involved in, right? Or something, you know. So it's the stuff that I see, and that's why, you know, I just don't care anymore. care enough to make content out of it, but not like to like think. I used to like kind of be more concerned or think about it like probably over a year ago now, but it would be like, oh shit, this is bad, that's bad, whatever. No, I literally don't care. I literally don't give a shit. Okay. Oh, okay. So you're gonna fucking power drive your movement into the ground by doing this stupid walk on the back of the It's like, who cares? Good luck to you. I'll just make content out of it. You know? But then when it comes past that, like the White Voter stuff, the White Voter is like genuinely trying to fuck with my income, then yeah, that's a different kind of bitch, you know, and obviously I'm going to take that a bit more seriously. Because at the end of the day, earning money is the main thing I want to do. Anyway. You're selling them short. They also frustrate conspiracy theorists and like black supremacy for harsher culture, white supremacy, short arrested. Okay, sure. Are there any political topics you're really interested in? Yes. Stuff around big tech I find very interesting. I was on a panel recently talking about that. Did that become a YouTube video? I don't think that became a YouTube video. It was so much of the content that was happening at the time. But I love talking about big tech stuff. Social issues, trans stuff, gender shit, like that sort of stuff doesn't really interest me anymore. No interest whatsoever, especially with the online side of things. It's just evolved into like a xenogender's real. Like, what a fucking waste of time. Like, a really stupid conversation. Social issues and stuff. I don't know, man. Big tech's the thing I think I'm really interested in, but then that's because I'm invested in it. You know, so I'm on it. Thank you very much for the $5. Yeah, I'm white. Who cares? I'm alright, aren't I? I'm a white cis heterosexual. Good luck. Looks like he's trying to. Please, John, help us. Help us use your platform to speak for us. No need. If anything, it would cost me money. See you later. I'll just fuck off. The fact that she is all the leftists believes in xenogenders, why are you defending that? And everyone defends it on the basic trans issues. It's not just that either. I vividly remember being in some debate and someone was saying that like people under 18 were getting gender affirming surgery, and I was like, no one's getting gender affirming surgery. That's insane. And now it's like people.
He's pointing those commonalities would be good. Like things like police reform. Like I think he wants innocent people to kill police. But like when he gets selected so heavily in a racial manner, when he does hate cap people in place, well, now he wants to be on the heat. So it's the issue again. I have to
Yeah, I agree with that. That's
Okay. Here's the thing, right? I feel like a few years ago, I was crazy for this. Maybe I am. But I feel like a white person using a budget police is not as much of a news story. It isn't as much of a fucking attention is paid to it. And there isn't the same sense of moral outrage that occurs, even in cases where it's incredibly egregious, such as the Daniel Shaver shooting. The Daniel Shaver shooting was just insane, and the guy that got he got taken off the force. I don't think it ended up being prosecuted, and then the police rehired him so they could like have him retire and claim his pension. Yes, the white dude calling it, Daniel Shaver. And it just feels like that just wasn't, I mean, it was talked about and it was covered. I'm not saying it wasn't covered, but it was like a super egregious case of like police brutality. Because, the police officer was like shouting contradictory orders at the guy. Because basically what happened is he was like showing off like an air gun that he had in his room. And so police were called off the back of and the police officer was giving these contradictory orders, and it was saying, kneel down, crawl towards me, put your hands behind your back, just like Simon says, basically. And basically, what led to the shooting is, as he was trying to perform forwards, he reached down to his shorts, like instinctively, to try and pull his shorts up, because obviously he didn't want to expose himself. It was like almost an instinctive movement. And then the police officer shot dead. And he had no weapon, like nothing. But yeah. No, I don't think he's is it? I think it's on his rifle was the phrase "get fucked" or something like that was etched on there. And I think the narrative that came out was that this guy was like, seemingly desperate to use his gun. But it was like a controversy, but it just didn't seem to be a controversy in the way that like some of the other things are controversial, right? And there's video of it and everything. You're fucked, that was it, yeah. You're fucked, yeah. Like this kind of mentality or dynamic happening. Because at the end of the day, the media knows that reporting police violence against a black person is something that's going to like really generate and get viewers. Whereas in the other instances, kind of sucks. That's white genocide for you, I guess.
I really do, and I do have to say, I don't bring it to like Senate baseball here, but in my estimation, I don't think the progressives have much power in the Senate as far as directing the compromise that the Senate was going to do there. But I agree with your overall point that sometimes if I'm hungry, I can get half of the sandwich instead of a whole sandwich, and I'll take half the sandwich.
Or what about like some type of like dramatic gun reform where we say like fuck it, have your AR-15s, keep your rifles, I think it's like 300 people a year die from rifles, like 20 to 60,000 if you got suicides die from handguns. It's like here, and you know what? Have your rifles. We're not going to regulate them anymore, and then let's talk about like naturally what we're doing with missiles and handguns, right? But that's like a compromise, and I'm not progressive, that's liberals too. But like that's a compromise where we made we could do some serious headway, I think, in gun legislation. But like, I asked those.
This is true recently. I think Biden didn't he just tweet out like let's ban assault weapons again. Did I tweet that or did that something that was tweeted? Why would you push this issue? Like this is literally one of the worst fucking angles for like was that the state of the union? Was it? I saw it as a tweet. I don't know if you watched the state of the union. I think he tweeted out after as well. It's like a real kind of pointless. It just seems to fail people. I don't know. Whereas like although protectionism obviously is like not something that's a good idea economically, I think throwing that bit of red meat is probably worth it. But then you kind of detract from that by having this ban sort of I don't know. Anyway.
Actually, before you say that, can I just add some expertise? Because I'm the only person for this run from the House of Representatives. I strongly agree with you. In fact, I think we're part of the process because it's institutional polarized. It makes it extremely difficult to have those exact kind of compromises. Like I tried to primary Stephen Miller for Democrat. I don't apologize for doing that, but that threat of the primary is really making it harder for politics to compromise overall. So that's I think it's an effect of polarization, but I think it's also a consequence of frankly, generation of leadership in the House and Senate.
The question to that, the one you can't at the same time is who gets to give up their causes so they can become what we want. Like you mentioned gun reform, I think that's wrong. But other people said Hillary Clinton said we don't need to focus on transmission. Just don't focus on them. We need to throw those throw that cause out the wayside and concentrate on other things. So it's easy enough to say yes, we should compromise, but then when we ask people, okay, what
coalition building, right? Like you go over there and you bring in people, like you find out how many coalitions you can bring up. Let me give you an example. Here in Massachusetts, we have like these right-wing nutjob groups that try to pass a transgender ban. In Massachusetts, here in Verified Common, you had a bunch of different groups that got together. They take the most extreme version of this, is trans people in sports or anything like that, but they're just garnering global power from all these various organizations and said this is how we're going to counter it. It was a brilliant example of coalition building. That's politics.
I just I think you said something really pointed there about like the polarization.
Sure.
And also like the isolation of those polarized groups where it's like we have to act as one. Now that we're here, now that we're in this corner. Coalition building is really big one too. I feel like it seems like the environment that people live in is just so secluded and separated from like the other side of the organization that nobody knows what the fuck is going on over there. And there's like very little exchange where people can actually start to understand these things and like maybe stop the polarization so much. It's not this huge monolith that kind of hold maybe there's
I agree with you. Understanding is good. I think some things are very kind of growing up in Mississippi, right? Like a true I adhere to because my personal value just because they interrogate I think that overall is a good thing to do. I believe in a very self-interested format for politics where I think I can be utterly self-interested. I don't know if I need to know the other side, but I think if I know I'm going to get something, that's how the coalition is working. If you're going to come out to models of nature, right? Fine, you should definitely go to it. If you went out there and proposed to them, like just take a gun ban, I'd be 100% crushing they believe in that, right? So it's just this brand of politics that you don't bet all the time if you're not going to participate in politics.
Well, the problem is people online have got no conception of this, and they just, whatever their policy is, I mean, some of them don't even believe in the concept of democracy at the level. They just want their policy that they've conceptualized in their head about the real world. No plan how to get there, no idea how it's going to happen, and absolutely no business coalition bill to make it. It is quite literally just this is the way it should be, how I've conceptualized it in my head, that should become reality. And the funny thing about that as well is even if you look at like left perspective, that is totally antithetical to like these big individual statements. Like, what are the material realities of the world that exist that can support or prevent that from happening? You know? Yeah, it's weird. You've got this question and they think, well, this one, well, no one that's it. We should go around and either through this. Crazy. Crazy dumb internet shit. Much like giving me money is not crazy dumb internet shit. Great idea. If you want to support the stream, chuck a super chat my way. Or you can be told I appreciate it. And it's appreciated. Every cent helps me be more racist. So consider giving just for racism.
Polarization is an interesting topic. So let's get into it. I think that Katie
Yep.
Price, you
It's a
mentioned
giveaway shield.
about how
In progress, anyway. Coming along. Making a handle for it now. Yeah, I want to get it done as soon as possible so I can put pictures up there and get people's attention. So that's the plan anyway. We shall see. But I also, since I have to plaster dip those other two shields, I was like, I figure I should just knock this out real quick so that I could just plaster dip all three of those shields at the same time. Figured it'd be easier and more effective use of my time to do it that way. Yeah, is the audio good and everything? I've only made one stream on here with this setup before, so I wanted to do two cameras originally, but this computer isn't strong enough to run 2 computers through Streamlabs, so I'm just doing the one. And I figure if I wanted to show people close up stuff, I can. But I just have to like sit up here and show them. Sick. It took me a little while just to put together how I wanted to do it, so I'm glad it looks good and works well. I'm going to leather wrap this candle, but I don't know which leather I want to use and how far I think I can get with it. Oh yeah, that should get me there. Yeah, that should get me there. Yeah, I wanted to have a little bit fancier stuff on this shield. Like I said, I want to build up that anticipation. And then the edging is going to be like a dark metallic green, which I still got to get the paint for it, but I think it'll come out real nice. Because I figured since I'm only doing green and white on the face of it with wood grain, I wanted to do something a little bit fancier. The other part too is I think I'm going to name each one a different name and carve it on there using Lord of the Rings like elf runes, because the alphabet is out there for it. So I think I can name them, and so it's like, you know, like you've got the faux hammer and all that, but like on the blade or whatever, that's got the name written in Elvish. And so I kind of want to do that for each item. So on this, it would have the name engraved in the front or back of it, and then inlaid with like that, maybe like a silver or a green, just depending on where I do it. This one's going to be a little fancier, like I said, than the other ones, because in the future it's probably just going to be weapons, most likely. But I want each one to have their own like legendary or relic feel to them. At least that's the plan. I have to finish eating though, because I'm about to use DAP, and I don't want to eat while using DAP. Yeah, I was feeling bad because I couldn't do a lot of like supporting in the realm because I can't go out there as much because of practice. Because of my work, I can't go to practice. So I was like, well, I could build one weapon a month pretty easily. And I figured at least that way I can help the realm out without being there. And it'd be pretty sick. Just like after a year, ideally, almost everybody who goes out regularly will probably have a weapon. I haven't only fully figured that out yet. It might be like, hey, you know, you can't win the next month, but you can try to win the ones after that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but I'll probably come up with that rules after this. But we shall see. Yeah, listen, the cold weather, this has probably been one of the best seasons we've had anyway for turnouts, regardless. It's always bad. Like, it's always hard to have, like, a good turnout when it's cold. And we've had a lot of weird storms, too, here that it's made it kind of just I totally get it. So you don't have to bother me about it. The other part is you're a thin guy. Like I'll wear armor and I'll wear fucking padded gambeson and I'll throw thermals on. And I'm still fucking cold. So like I mean I totally get it. And I'm giving myself that cancer with this dad. Yeah, that's gonna be good. I have a really good feeling about this spring. Like with EvilCon kicking off, and I just bought a fucking a 20 by 10 fucking or 10 by 20 canopy so that we could have extra shade. And I figure if we could get a couple flags to hang off of it, it'll be a big attraction for people walking around the park. And I think more people in garb, more attractive stuff from the side. Like if I'm talking with people to get the tower out the weekend or the first practice after EvilCon, if everybody thinks it's fucking crazy cool or it's like a spectacle and everybody's involved and everybody's committed, I think we'll do great things this spring. So like that's the big things I'm trying to push for is like spectacle, all that shit. yeah. Like I think I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of thinking because I already have a hammer sort of built. I think the next one is going to be a fucking big fuck off like one-handed hammer, especially since I'm working on those new skirmish rules that I'm working on where hammers do a lot. So either a hammer or a flail. Next weapon is probably where I'm leaning. And I want to do something a little unique with each one, like just a fucking sword or dagger. I might do 1 or 2 months where I do like, a multi-giveaway, and I might do some smaller stuff for that one. But like most of them, I want them to be somewhat unique, just because it's like everybody has a fucking sword, I might make a crazy fuck off like 2-hander one week though. I haven't decided. It's really going to be depending on how I'm feeling. But that's the fun part about this is a lot of times I don't really build a lot now because my work I have a hard time like committing to do commissions. Yeah, so the only thing that we have for our symbol is the tree, the knotwork tree that was made a long time ago. Yeah, so like it is the let me see if I can find it. I know Psycho just recently did like a draw up. It's just that knotwork tree, that green and brown. And it's nice. It's just very complex. It's hard to draw and shit. I had to custom order my belt flag, and it took like 3 months from the people to do it. It's just we need a stencil. Really, what we need is somebody who's a really good artist to cut us out a stencil for it, because then we could just spray paint or paint it over on shit. And that would be sick. I think we could get a lot done if we had a stencil of it. But like, I'm not that good at being an artist on that kind of shit. That's why all my painted shields are very simple, because I'm, I'm not the greatest at that kind of stuff. Yeah, well, if you know anybody who's a good artist, I can find them print out or like something. I think Psycho has already like put that on like a printable document. So if I can get him to print it, we can have somebody work a stencil out of it, and then just if somebody wants it, fucking psh. Or painting with fabric paint or something. Just kind of whatever we can get going on that, because you're right, like having a symbol is for sure an easy way of getting pride out there, and I think it'll be more important the more people we get. That's why units in this realm are so easy, because it's like a unit almost always has a fucking easier symbol, like AMMs or Wenchwatch or fucking Doomhell. Like they're all very simple patterns for people to draw. So, yeah. See, that's the current big. That's my current conundrum for this shield, this big shield I just made. Is figuring out what I want to put on it, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be affiliated with Dragon Guard, and I'm just joined AMM, and they're the ones repping the realm. But I don't know, so I might do like a split heraldic, where I've got the black and white up here, and then the green and white. So like, black and white, green and white, green and white. I'm not quite sure yet. I have to figure out how I want to do that, but that's my big conundrum with that. And the AMM symbol is simple, but I really would love to have the AMM symbol, the Fangorn symbol, the AMM symbol, and the Fangorn symbol on that shield, but I don't know if I'm that good. Yeah, that's AMM. I have always had a if I'm not in a unit, or I'm in a unit that doesn't care if I have allies, or I'm in multiple units, I usually just join the biggest unit in the realm to support them. So I'm a lord in AMM now. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but they elected me a lord. So now I'm trying to like garner inner unit political power to get them to do stuff for me. So like, I think I'm going to have a couple of them volunteer to track the participation of the raffle as part of their unit thing, and I'll probably give them a special reward for doing it. I'm not exactly sure how that's working, but I'm working on it. Need something with a little weight, not a lot of weight, a little weight. Close enough. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. Shit. Now I need some foam pieces for my back part here. Get some wider pieces. Cut out this end piece just so I don't have to do anything crazy. Let's do something like that. Yeah, I actually made him another two-hander a little while back for him to practice his drilling. And he says whenever he gets a chance, he's going to come back out. So he's got a brand new fuck off fucking Zweihander to fucking come out and fight with. It took me a while to get around to making it, but he's got it. That's the big thing that kind of sucks with all this inflation too. Is like I had to charge him like $150 for that, I think. And it's not that I wanted to, but fuck, bro, the prices for everything is up. Just all the material costs for shit, it's all going up, and so it makes me feel bad. But I had to raise some prices and shit in the future, whether I want to or not. You know, people who are used to buying a sword for me for like $25, that's not really able to happen as much anymore. So that kind of sucks for sure. So like, I mean, right now, I think I have to go from like 25 to 30 or 35, just depends on like what it is. But like when I have to order, because shipping's up for everything too. So like when I ordered this foam, I got it for free shipping because of the deal. But when I ordered cores, I got kind of fucked on that. It was almost $50 for shipping for those cores, which was kind of fucking insane. When I used to only pay like 30. Yeah, well, so like I don't even mind making it worthy for myself. I don't really keep any of the stuff as profit, you know. It's all going to like buying more materials and stuff. So like it's really, you know, if I'm in for commissions like I used to be, like when you guys first came out, then it was a little different. Like I make a little bit money then. Now whenever I take commissions, it's really just to keep up the materials that I have. Because man, when we had all those new people this last year, I blew through a lot of the materials because I had I had that day where I was like, hey, buy your cores and your shield cores, and then you can come over and just build with me. I did that for like 2 months, and I had people come by every week. And it's not that like I didn't make them pay for a lot of materials. I just, you never know what we're gonna need for sure until we build. So like having some blue foam there and having, leather and cords and stuff. I didn't want to charge them for all that stuff when they're already, just putting in for what they've already got. So I don't know. Where is my marker? Marker. There we go. Marker. There we go. One. That's a little funky, isn't it? Let's see what we can do about that. Two. All right. More dab. Dab. Probably won't cover the whole back of this in Plasti Dip, just because I don't think I need to go that far. But it's still going to be pretty sick on the front, that's for sure. Yeah, I try to take care of everybody because I mean, it's not that I want to make money, but I want everybody to have safe gear. That's like, if I could start a business right now and like, or even like, give me another 3 months when I'm in this fucking, I got like 2,000 subscribers. Like, if I've got like 3,000 subscribers and I start like an Etsy channel, I could make some money off this. Like, if 2 or 3 people order every month or something, that could kick up. But like, I'm really not really in it for money. It was really just to pay for my shit. So now it's like having everybody come in and just kind of keeps my skill up now, and I can order better materials and do cooler shit. Yeah, and that's the other part is like, especially when I was doing commissions, when somebody come up to me like, hey, how much to build a fucking site? Bro, that shit was exciting. When I make crazy shit, you've seen this, but when I make crazy shit like this, it's a lot of fun for me. This thing is absurd for no reason, but when people ask me to make shit like this, it feels so cool when I do it. Get them dap headaches. So far, once this dries here, I'll have the back mostly done aside from a little edging. And then I can work on the front, which I think is basically just going to be like an easy 1 or 2 layers, one around the edge, one facing, probably with some sort of little boss. Yeah, I do need to get a ventilation. That's why I moved it all over here towards that back corner of my place. I got a window right there, and I just need to get like one of those little welding ventilation ducts, and just I can move it around. That's the plan anyway. And then I'll like cordon this area off a little bit with like maybe one of those curtains that you can get for like a doctor's office or like a nurse room or a hospital room, and just have it on like little rails. I mean, if I have to, I'll put up bars and just do like a bunch of shower curtains, but I prefer a good curtain. So I don't know. But I only do this a couple times a year, so it shouldn't be too bad. Definitely get a little bit of high going on from it. I think I cut this channel just a little bit too wide. But I think once the dab dries, it won't be a problem. Oof. Oh boy. Yeah, the E6000, it comes off way stronger, and I really rushed that one. So like E6000, DAP will get you high. DAP will get you. You're sniffing glue. E6000 is glue, but it's a bad smell. It's a bad high, if you will. Let's see here. Yep, got a little time left on that. So, like, do I have it over here? See if I got this. So this thing's been sitting in my fucking to finish pile for a while. So I think this is probably gonna be the next piece, since it's already basically done. Speaking of hammers. Yoga block hammer. Set that over here for now. And I really want to do a stream where I turn these plates in armor, since I have them now. fucking. It only take like 2 of these to cover somebody. So, but I got like a ton of these plates. Just make a bunch of cheap plate. But I have to get around to it. Got so many projects, but that's the nice thing about this streaming thing. I can just throw a stream on while I'm building shit, chill, and you want a couple pieces of plate armor? I just gotta get some leather strapping for them, and do a front and back plate, and you got a whole fucking. For you, this would be a torso. You'd have to put a little lower because of. For me, my chest is wide enough where I could come over it, but I think you'd have to have a little lower. But I mean, this covers good coverage. Put something on there like dinner is served or like something like that. But that's probably what I got it for. For fucking $2 a pop, I couldn't pass it up. Shit. Fuck. Give me some of my chocolate. I think you could shape them like. Oh, maybe not. Actually, so if you look at it, they have rolled edges. So if you wanted to shape these, you'd have to cut the rolled edges off. So watch this. I'm going to try to bend this. So like it bent a little bit, but this rolled edge is giving it some rigidity. So you would have to cut these rolled edges off, and then you'd have to try to find a way to file them down from being sharp. I mean, I guess if you heated it up with like an oxyacetylene torch or something, you could probably get it. But I don't have anything like that. But I would say my guess would be this is just like 18 gauge steel. It's nothing crazy. But like the combination of the little dishing there and the edging makes it really kind of fucking actually kind of durable. Like this sounds funny, but this could probably stop an actual sword would be my guess. I kind of want to test it. Ooh, let me do that. This is going to be dumb, but I want to put a short on my channel. Let me set this up real quick. Let me find a piece of foam. So here it is. I'll be right back with my big choppy boy. So just impromptu. Here's my big choppy boy. I've been chopping trees and shit with this for a while. And then, of course, it'll probably fail the axe, but I'm going to do it. I've got a bunch of these blades, so, all right. Okay. So, it did not survive the sword. Maybe a thinner sword, but it did not survive this one. Jesus Christ. So this is a pretty thin steel, but I think it'll pass for dag. And since I said I was going to use the axe. Oh, I don't know if it's the sharpness, but it stopped. It did stop the axe. I'll try it again. I think it's because the axe is dull. But it did not. It did not go through on the axe. So I don't know if it's maybe I hit the middle of the plate or my sword is 100% sharpened because this is like freshly sharpened. But yeah, so it'll stop that axe, but I think it won't stop like a super sharp one. But I'll tell you what though, it'll stop it enough that it won't fucking kill you. Because if I had hacked a person with this, it'd probably fuck them up. But if you were wearing this, it might stop it the first time. Let me put away my shit now. That was kind of fun, actually. Set that over there. Now, hopefully, I don't get fucking kicked off YouTube for violence or something dumb like that. Back to your regularly scheduled broadcast. Don't look half bad right there. I don't like this little discoloration here, but we'll get to that when I hit the Dremel. Still kind of crazy that went through. Yeah, so the way that I typically do this is I'll put the face on it, and then I will put the edging on it, and then I will do like a round circular, sort of like the edging on my other one where it's raised on the face. So the next would be the facing. But I'm also, since I'm going to be putting a little bit of edging on the back here, I think that's probably going to be the next step that I do is I'm going to put the edging on the back, the face it, then edge around it, and then the final raised edges on the front. I'm kind of freehanding this, so I'm probably not going to do anything crazy. Just something, maybe a little bit of something like this. Just maybe like an inch from the edge. Just to raise it up and kind of make the Plastidip kind of come around the shield instead of just being chilling there on the sides and front. I like having a complete picture what we're working with. Now, it's going to be a little weird with this fucking, since I'm not edging the whole back of it, it's going to be a little weird making these connect with the back edging, but I'll make it work. I'll figure something out. And I kind of always do my back edging out of the 4-pound, so it's a little tougher if somebody's wearing armor or something. So I'll probably do a strip or two of this right here. I got this side cut out, so we use this side. Something like that. I might be able to get it out one piece, but I'm going to cut two just because. Good thing I did because I think I cut that a little thin. Oh, so once this starts drying from these this edging pieces on the back, I'll probably go cut out the face real quick. So I'll be off camera for a second. But or do I kind of wanna? I think there'll be enough room. No, probably not. So I'll probably have to. Didn't really want to do that, but I think I might have to. I don't know. I don't know. I might have to do something special for the face because it's a punch shield, and I have to do like a special boss on the front underneath my foam. So I'm not really sure yet. We'll come across that bridge when we get to it. I've not been big on the planning side of shit. I just kind of go, just fuck it. Let's see what happens. It's fun intelligence exercise to see if I can solve the problem when I get there. It's not like it's the end of the world for this stuff anyway. Trying to keep this shit off my clothes because I've ruined too many pieces of clothing with getting tap all over them. I should have given this a little bit more dry time there because some of my parts are coming up, but I'll put some weight on it later once it's done with a board over it to help compress everything as it cures. Nice smell of dap in the morning, boys. Set this over here so it's sort of out of the way. Tell you what, this table's been super useful over the last fucking decade. I don't care about getting it fucked up, and it's still surviving. I need some of those fucking streamer notifications set up because it's hard for me to. Sometimes I'll forget to look at chat and see who's talking, which will be a problem later on when I have more people watching. One of those strips is done. I really gotta knock out that sword build. I think I'm gonna do that. I want to do it tonight. So after practice, depending on how things go, I need to gather all the materials before practice. So after I shower from practice, I can get on it. Just the beginner sword build. It shouldn't take me more than like 45 minutes to do, but I'm so slow at getting to everything. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna make this fucking raffle shield. So I was like, I need to knock that out first. All right, I will be right back. I gotta go cut the face of this shield. It shouldn't take me more than like 2 or 3 minutes, because I'm just gonna cut it wide and then come and cut the rest out of it over here, fine tuning wise. So I will be right back. Take this with me, my good old faithful scissors, and I need this. It's actually a super good thing that I did this now, because I'm running low on the foam that I would need. It would suck to come to do this in a couple weeks and find out, oh, you don't have the foam you need. And then I have to order it and go through all that and order extra foam, because I never order the foam without getting the $75 deal, so I get the free shipping. That fucking foam site gets me, because they're like, oh, $75 of free ship for free shipping. That's like 3 fucking rolls of foam, like, which is great. Like, you know, for the cost of like 2 rolls of blue foam, you get a fuck ton of good foam. But you know, it ends up costing me like $90 with tax and all that shit. Because of course they do it pre-tax. So now that that's cut out, just gotta wait for my other foam to dry. My back edging pieces. Man, I actually really like this handle. It turned out sick as fuck. Way better than I thought it would. It's a pretty sick handle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very proud of myself. I think I'll use that leather and wrap more handles that way. Sometimes I go a little ham on this dap here just because I can. And it makes it dry a little slower than I need it to. Oh, these are pretty good, actually. I think a couple more minutes and we'll be ready for them. Damn it. Get all this dap off my hands. No, you don't, you bitch. Alright. Let's see where we can go from here. No, I don't want that. No, you're gonna stay right there, you piece of shit. Big old piece of shit. Okay. No, my hair. I got my forearm hair. That's gonna suck later, but good enough for now. No, come back here, you piece of shit. Okay. Hopefully I got a thicker piece here. To kind of fuck that up. Well, we shall see. God damn it, there's nothing stopping that. You motherfucker. Good enough, I guess. Good enough. It all just have to be good enough. That's pretty much how I do my edging for the back. Once that dries, I'll come back through and cut off the excess. But between now and then, I can start dapping the face of the shield. So we're going to do that first. Actually, should I cut? I think I should. I think I have to. I'm going to. Is this the right size? No. I think I'm going to do a boss on the face of it first. Yep. We're going to edge it. Put a nice that boss on the front. That's what we're going to do. I've come to that conclusion. That time-honored conclusion. All the dab, baby. All the dab. Bring it all the way to the edge. All the way to the edge. What up? Welcome back. I'll tell you what though, having people on here is getting me more practice to actually talking while I do this. The first stream that I did the other day, where I was making the last new shield, I may have said like 10 fucking words. Woo boy. Talk about that. You can't really see it on here, but boy, is there a lot of dap on this shield. Look at that. Look at all that dap. So I've come to the conclusion that I will be adding a boss to the front of the shield to cover up the hole where the handle is. Which you'd think I probably would have thought about before I made the shield, but I didn't think about it until I'm making the shield. So I think that that's going to be metallic green to match the edging, since I got to get the paint anyway for it at some point. So it's going to have a metallic green edge with a metallic green boss. And then it's going to have a name. I think putting the name on the top edging or on the boss would be kind of sick. But I haven't decided yet what I'm doing with that. But it's going to be something to that effect. Something chill like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like even though I'm reading it right now, like really, it's actually a lot easier than I thought. So like as long as I check it and I don't forget, and the nice thing with shields anyway, there's a lot of downtime to like check the chat and make sure. Like it's not super intensive. It's not a super intensive process. So I can check the chat and everything. I think that's also why like the parasocial relationships people get, you know, from like smaller streamers. They're like, oh hey, you know, you can talk to me and everything. But I don't think I'm ever gonna be that big. So now it's like pretty much ideally every stream like this would be me just chilling, talking with people in chat. Because I think I'm gonna stream every monthly raffle I make, and then probably if I start taking commissions or do personal projects, I'm gonna chill and stream those as well. Because I figure making these videos where I show people how to build is one thing, but then it's like, okay, sitting there and chilling while he's building will also be a good way of showing people too. So right now I'm just cleaning up the excess off of it because I tend to just leave little puddles of dap. So now the backing is on. And now I'm just finishing up that. So now we do it again with the. Might actually need to move the shield somewhere else while I do this. Just drop them on the floor like that. Look at that glob of dab. I really just need to set it up. So that's the nice thing about Streamlabs is if I set up Streamlabs, I can stream to both Twitch and YouTube, which my D&D setup is already set up for. I just need to do it. But this computer wouldn't be able to do Twitch as well because it's not set up to Streamlabs. I'm streaming directly through YouTube because Streamlabs doesn't want to run two cameras, and also it causes me to have a lot of frame drops and my audio is all fucked up on it, so I have to set it up. But I would love to do both because I mean it's, you know, you're doing the same amount of work for twice the amount of possible growth. So yeah, that is definitely something I'm looking forward to the future. I actually meant to do that this week for my D&D setup because I think I have my Twitch account is already the same as my YouTube, so it's linked to the same thing. Yeah. So, and I know a lot of people like watching their streaming on Twitch more than they like it on YouTube. So it is definitely something I'm thinking about. I honestly would love to figure out how to stream all three. So like I could have my computer set up to stream for Twitch and YouTube, and I could set up like a phone or something to stream to Twitch, since I'm not even using my phone really while I'm streaming. But I mean, set it up to TikTok, so I can do TikTok streaming while I'm doing YouTube and Twitch and have all three of them going at the same time. I think that would be a pretty sick thing to do. But like, I've still got so much time. Like, I am getting big quickly. Like, I think I've gotten 100 subscribers in the last like week and a half or two. It's been crazy. At least my YouTube app says it's like 110 in the last 28 days. But I think it's because for a while there I didn't upload like every day. As much as the shorts are super repetitive for people, they draw so many subscribers to my channel. Like the D&D streams, the fighting videos, they don't do much, but the fucking shorts, bro. I had a day where I got 20,000 views off of 5 shorts. Now, not every day is like that, but I can get fucking, I can get anywhere from like my bad day was yesterday on shorts and I had 2,000 views and I got 5 subscribers. Any day that I can get 5 subscribers, but like the crazy end gets crazy. So like I can get on a good day where I get like 20,000 views, I can get like 30 subscribers. So like you don't really see it in my channel, but I only really started doing like almost every daily uploads of the shorts, only like really going hard at it like this month. Half of the growth of my channel has been from the last 2 months. I'm at like 555 now, which if I keep growing like that, even if I grow that half that speed, in 6 months I'll have 1,000 subs or more. My goal here is I want to beat all the small but I want to beat all the small, like smaller channel fighters in DAG. Like I think Gorg has like 1,500 subs. I have to check. Let me check and see what Gorg's at. So yeah, Gorg is only at 948 subscribers. And he uploads event content. Now, his watch hours is going to be crazy. Yes, it is absolutely exponential. Because like the first 200 subscribers that I was getting, bro, like it was hard. It was a struggle. Like I'll tell you what, I get like 2 subscribers and then I drop back down like fuck. I'd go negative on that day. But now it's like it's all up. Like I might gain 10 subscribers, lose 5. I might gain 35 and then lose 10. But it's all up. So I mean, if I can get to 1,000, I'll be beating Gorg. And like, is he doing this for YouTube? No, he's got a business. But like, aside from like, come spar me or come try LARP, like, I'll have a pretty decent sized channel. And that means, hey, people will see my shit. So like, if I post, hey, this is how you built this, there'll be more safe weapons anymore, like how to build a good spearhead. Shit like that. That's kind of like the goal here. And then it's also like, it'd be kind of cool to be like a local, streamer, YouTuber for Evansville. It doesn't seem like we have a whole lot of those. And then I could like collab with people, bring people on, grab attention for the realm. Because really that's what this is like, I'm trying to grab attention from the realm. The D&D stuff, I'd love to be a pro DM. And then with all this fucking save the park shit, I might do a little bit of local politics. Like, I don't know, stream me doing canvassing or stuff like that. Just because I can. Nothing crazy. Well, so the problem is like, I didn't even know it was happening. I know fucking somebody told me about it. Ray told me about it, and I just go through a weird part in life, so I wasn't paying attention. But luckily we are still early in the project. I think the project will go through anyway. I don't think we can stop it because it's a state thing. But I think we've made enough of a splash that it's annoying. Like when you can go up and just start talking shit to the deputy mayor of Evansville, it's kind of funny. So he showed up to that meeting, and I'm like, no. Hey, listen, let's move on. Like, I understand you want to explain, but I don't want you to take up all my speaking time. Look, I'm moving on to the next one. When I can say shit like that, it kind of makes me feel there's a little bit of ego there. It's like, hey, I'm kind of important now. But the other part of that too is like, I love that fucking park, dude. When they cut down those trees, I was legitimately sad. It almost felt like the scene coming out of Lord, like was it Twin Towers or whatever, where the Grand Oak or Grandfather Tree or whatever, I forget his name. He comes out and he sees how the orcs have all destroyed like that edge of the forest there. It feels like those trees were my friends, and they fucking after the storm I got fucked. So, yeah. Yeah, scheduling for the D&D stuff is weird. I want to start a second game, but like my life's too complicated right now. Right now, Mondays are kind of the only days I can do it. It's possible. I think a lot of Wednesdays I'm working in the morning and I can do another one, but eventually, I don't know. I want to do more D&D. My just retail schedule's all fucked. Now, another thing, if this ever kicks off, then I can do more shit, like, because I wouldn't be working as much. It'd be nice to, if I could make $500 a week on this shit, sounds like a lot, but like, if I had like a Patreon going, I had some merch going, I did a little bit of selling. Yeah, well, so like schedule, like if you're free, we can set up a Skype or a Discord thing. It just depends, And the other part is we got a lot of people. I doubt Austin would have a problem picking you up if you're close to come fucking play D&D. Because Austin's playing with me on Mondays now. I'm not trying to volunteer him, but like obviously I talked to him or something. But if it's a scheduling thing where you guys don't have a vehicle, something like that. We're getting there with this piece. But right now too, like I'm running the Cyberpunk campaign, and so it's like it's a little more adult content-y, and I partly did it because of all the OGL stuff happening with D&D. D&D was kind of being a little fucky with all its players and shit. So, I wanted to test my little one-page rule sheets shit, and then I probably the next campaign is probably going to be D&D. Just cause I want D&D. If I want to be a pro DM later in life, D&D is where it's at. I have to run a lot of D&D. But, oh boy, okay. But that don't mean in the future we can't do anything crazy. Well, so that's on my channel. I made a little guide to my one sheet rules. It's meant to be a very simple introductory system. So all the main rules are on one sheet, and we use like supplemental rules from like D&D. So like how turns go, we use this like 6 seconds or whatever. But like most of the rules are on that one sheet. And it's really new person friendly. So we have a guy who just dropped into the campaign. His character actually died, but he has not played D&D other than like one time, and he just dropped right in because it's super simple. But it's not technically D&D. It's an RPG and it's tabletop, but it's not D&D. But fuck it, it's all D&D. We're all playing fucking D&D. It's just they made D&D too complex, so. Fuck that. Okay, now we're going to cut off the edging here so I can get this in line. We're getting somewhere. Here. Actually, I should probably cut off the front edging first because we're having a hard time with this shit. But that's also sort of one of my big worries is D&D, the way I run D&D, it's a little edgy. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of edge to it. And I'm a little worried about the future development of my channel with D&D on it. Just because, like, we say some wild shit. And, you know, while I am not a communist or a fascist, like, some of the people I role play, like, you know, if I'm playing if I'm role playing or presenting a bad guy, he might be absolutely evil and say some horrific shit. But I don't want YouTube saying, hey, this guy said some awful shit and ban him. Like, I always would like to wonder, like, what critical role, how they, like, feel about that. Like, oh, shit, man, we just said some horrific shit. Is YouTube going to flag us or Twitch going to flag us for it, you know? I assume no, because they're, like, protected. But I'm not. I'm not, like, high up on any streamer shit. And I don't want to get nuked before I have the chance to grow. So, like, I might have to start a second channel for that D&D shit if I'm going to really go hard on this, because the D&D stuff really, it's nice. It's great for my players to be able to go back and say, hey, this happened. I can refresh myself on it. But I don't want it to jeopardize my whole fucking YouTube channel because of some edgy content. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. I like the idea of having it all on one channel, but bro, it scares me. I'm like, I'm making good progress. I can't risk it. So I'll probably have to do that. But we shall see. Like, I don't think the build chains are gonna be a problem, but I think the D&D shit will be eventually. I need to figure out how to do that. I'd love to be able to, like, because if I make them private on my main channel and just upload them to the second channel, that'd be pretty sick. That's a good workaround, but I have to figure it out. Woo-hoo, boy, did that turn out clean. Look at that. I'm coming together here. So, how big do I want this bossy boss? Thanks, man. Thanks. Where's my marker? Marker. There it is. Now, since I'm not 100% sure where I'm going with this, we're going to measure the edges. 9 inches. Ooh, yep, I'll move that over just a little bit. That seems a little weird. 9.5 on that side. So I need to come down a little bit here. I feel like my it might be oval shaped a little bit. So the boss I did for this is probably going to be a little. This is the boss I did for this one. It's not going to be this nice. It's probably not going to be this fancy. I'm probably just going to do 2 layers of foam here and do more of a plate boss. Just because it's simpler. I may do like 3 layers and just angle it. We'll see. It depends on how much work it's going to be, but I doubt it'll be a whole lot. I'm really just trying to cover up that hole there. But the other part is I want to start doing my wood burning here in a second. Oh, yeah. I think what I did last time is I cut out a piece of shield foam as I think. Ooh, I wonder if I still have that. Do I have that other piece of shield foam that I cut out? Ooh, I do. Okay. Hey. Oh, it's almost perfect. Ooh, okay. Hey. We might be in business. I might be able to do some cool shit with this. It's all, see, like, that's why I keep everything. I never know if I'm going to be able to use it or not. And it just so turns out that I will be able to. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to file down these top edges on the top. I'm going to put a piece of 4-pound under it, and then I'm going to angle everything down, and I think I'm going to layer foam over it. I'm not quite sure, but I think that's what I'm going to do, something like that. I do need to. So what I'm doing here is I'm flattening down the underside so it meets up with the bottom nice and easy. Ooh, we're almost there. So for that hammer, the easiest way, honestly, is probably just to build a new hammer. It sounds bad, but like the amount of foam on that hammer, if you were to cut it out and try to make a new hammer out of it, it's a lot. Honestly, the best way that I found for hammers is to do for big hammers, do 2 yoga blocks, put it on, the same cord that's on. You're looking at like half the weight, and you could do that in like an hour or two. It wouldn't be hard. Like once you got 2 yoga blocks, the problem with that hammer is it's so big, I had to use a bunch of fucking shield foam. This is super easy. You just slap 2 of these bad boys on there, foam it up, add your edge foam, add your stab tape, and you're good to go. But like that, I was like, that's a lot of work. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, that's doable. A 5.5 foot or 6 foot hammer is really good. It's a good controllable length. That's my favorite length for a hammer. Personally. I know I said we're going to do the edging next, but it looks like we're doing the boss next because I got excited about it. So that's where we at right now. So it's going to be kind of a flatter boss, but it'll be a noticeable boss. So at least we got that going for us. All right, that looks pretty good. We're coming along on that. Do-do-do. Okay, now while we wait for that to dry, I will start doing my I think I'll have to do like people dog on short spears, but like short spears let you use a shield. Like using a shield is a big fucking deal. People just don't connect it a lot of the time. It's a big deal to use a shield. So like I don't know. Let's start off my edging here. So I'm gonna freehand this a little bit, and we'll just have to see where we go here. I'm not a huge measuring guy, but I should be, but I'm not. It gives it a more handmade appearance anyway. And I want thicker edges on this one than I had on the other one. So yeah, a good short spear and a hammer are, they're very much utility weapons. And I'm not a utility weapon person, but if I wanted to be effective at DAG, I would be. Like, if I wanted to be the most effective fucking wine opener I could be, I should be using a fucking hammer or a fucking, 6 foot, 8 foot Corbin blade. But a hammer, people take fucking hammer hits. They do. They're hard not to take, regardless of how big that fucker is. They take them. And that's what matters. All right. Dip this edge up, and then I'm going to cut my foam for my edging here. Now, I probably should have done my wood burning first, like I did on my last one, but I got ahead of myself. But there's also, I can work on like 2 different parts of the shield at the same time, which is always a plus when I'm working on shit, when I can set one area to dry and then work on the other one. Can't pass it up. I use a wood burner. There's a bunch of different bits, so I just use the wedge bit, but a wood burner will burn into the foam, and it creates like a protective layer for your cuts, so it doesn't end up like leaving gouges in the foam that are unprotected. So like cauterizes the wound, if you would. So I use a wood burner. It's also, I just like that. It works best for me. And then as far as like, I just freehand all my wood grain, and it's exaggerated. Like it looks bigger than it would be, but like I want it to look big and to draw attention. So a lot of people will use, so like foam, is it Shield Shop? They have a lot of different patterns and stuff that they use, but like I just don't think it looks. I like the more cartoony look of like the more exaggerated wood grain. But they do all kinds of crazy shit. Like, I look at their pictures. They'll charge like $1,500 for a fucking plastic dip shield. I'm like, bro, there are not enough people buying plastic dip shields yet. But like $1,500? It's a custom shield, so I get it. But like $300 for leather edging? Like, bro, leather edging is not that crazy. But I don't know. They probably got a lot of shit invested into it. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta grab some pieces of foam. edging out. Yeah, so like I think for like a lower end shield for them, it's like fucking $900. But I mean, when you're the only ones pumping out that kind of shit, I mean, you can charge whatever you want. But fuck me, bro. Like that's a good amount of money. If I sold like 2 shields a month. But really, for something like that, you need an artist and you need someone who's good at building the structural shit. So at minimum, you need like a 2 or 3 man fucking band for that shit. Oh yeah, Gorg is like that. Like not dogging on Gorg as a fucking merchant. It's just you got Gorg and Forged Foam right now, and then whatever small fucking Etsy shops there are out there. So like, I imagine that he's not charging crazy prices for like his setup. Like, it's gonna cost a lot of money to have production like that. But it feels like a lot to most people, especially if you're gonna go through a season and blow the sword out. So like, if you buy a Gorg Red right now, that's $70. You know, for just a lower end one, and you blow that shit out in like a season, you're like, well, shit, you're out another $70. But he does. I think he probably sells reblade kits now. But at the same time, it's like, fuck. Yeah. So like, he definitely can just charge whatever he wants, and I think that's. This is going to sound really bad, and I don't mean to dog on artists a lot. But this whole, if you're an artist, you can charge whatever you want, but it doesn't mean people are going to be happy to pay for it. If you're the only tattoo artist within 100 miles and you charge like $700 an hour for your work, yeah, will people come to you? Yeah. Are they going to bitch about it though? Probably. And is it in their right to bitch about it? Yeah. You're kind of price gouging. But if that's what you feel like your time is valued, I think, you know, for me, it's like, I feel like I need to be able to explain to you why I'm charging you what I charge you. Like, if it got to the point where I had my own shop, I'm like, okay, if I sell 200 weapons in a month, I can kind of divide out how much of that's going to rent, or how much, like if I have 2 guys working under me, I'm like, hey, I can just give you, hey, operational cost. You know, my weapon costs go up 20% because I have to pay rent for a building. I have to pay employees. I have to bulk order all the materials, you know, and I can just throw that under a, hey, this is my operational cost. And then it's like, okay, then there's materials, and there's time, and then there's, you know, any special requests. Like, I can name all that stuff off pretty easily. But like, people don't really they don't see that, or they don't feel like they're seeing it when you don't really, you know, when you can't really explain it to them. They're like, oh, why does this cost like fucking $300? Well, man, good luck figuring it out, because I'm not going to tell you. But I mean, I don't know. It's just, I'm different. I'm built different. I want to be able to explain why I'm doing all my shit for people. I'm going to figure out how I'm doing my little bossy here. Yeah, good enough. We'll get in there with a knife and shape that out here in a minute. I really should actually do my edging pieces first since that's dry. No. No. That's sort of the other problem with this setup. Well, I can get to everything. I'm very tight on space here. because I'm all trying to be inside the camera, which is not bad. It's working. I'm making it work. But we are compact for space for shield work. Dude, building pole arms would be a nightmare back here. I'd have to clear a lot of shit off the side over here to make that work. I could do it, but it wouldn't be easy for sure. But like the main purpose of this was built so that I could do just the video tutorials. I think once those are done, I'll reorganize things so that it's a little more roomy, so I could do more shit. Because like after I do the tutorials, really it's going to be let's build a fucking hammer, or let's build a fucking let's build some wild shit. Maybe someone's like, all right, maybe I'll have a Patreon fucking request to do like let's build the fucking clown sword. Wouldn't it be sick if I just started doing like someone's like, hey, we're gonna donate enough for you to fucking build the fucking gut sword from Berserk or fucking one of the swords from Monster Hunter, and then I raffle that shit out for my channel. Dude, I always build so many dumb fucking pole arms, but I don't have a fucking way to take them anywhere. I build the dumbest shit, and I have no way of getting it anywhere. Yeah, like I think if I got big enough, I think I'd start doing like I'd have to, right? Like if I got big enough where like I couldn't like just let every single person message me and chat and stuff as much as whatever, or I just do Patreon only content. I'll be like a Foam Smith OnlyFans girl, you know what I mean? Where I'm just putting out special content for Patreon. Or like, the patrons would get like free access to merch and shit. I don't know. I'm thinking about it now because, oh my God, yeah. Bamboo is a weird material. It's great until people fall on it or somebody hits it with a hammer. It's a super light material and it's great for Amguard where they don't have any grappling, but bro. I felt so fucking bad, dude. I felt so bad. I was like, let's do bamboo. And then I was like, oh, man. I had to be the one to break it. All right, those are out of the way. I'm sorry. You're the worst. Oh, worst luck. I felt so bad for that too. Oh my God. The worst luck from me just falling on you guys. Shit. I gotta stop falling on people and things. Footwork's a weird thing. It's always going to look bad to you when you're looking at it. Even my footwork, like, I can look at it and tell when I'm fighting serious versus when I'm not. And I'm like, bro, you should be taking that fight way more seriously. What are you doing? And then it's like, well, we're out here to have fun. At this point, like, I'm good enough fighter now where I'm like, I'm not really trying to go crazy on people. But I need to make some updated fighting videos, like teaching how to fight, because now it's like my channel's getting bigger and people actually see them. I doubt anybody is going to see the ones that I've got going way back there. right, I gotta go pee while this is drying, so I'll be right back. Be like 2 minutes. Yeah, man, that's the hard part. Is like once you start fighting and you get hurt, you're like, I'm gonna keep getting out there. Like, it's so hard, like that was my big thing why I have a lot of wrist and thumb damage, because I kept going out there. After I'd fucking jam my thumbs, I'd give them no time to heal. And then that's why I had to pick up archery originally. Because I was too stubborn. I was too stubborn to just like let my shit heal. Everybody told me, they're like, oh, listen, stay off it, stay off it, stay off it. No, I didn't fucking listen to nobody. And now I got permanent wrist damage. Bro, me going to the gym is awful. I've got all kinds of fucked up joints. Like on my curls, I can't do over a certain weight because I've got to let it fucking let it. Basically, I work my way up like real hard. Otherwise, I'm fucking my shit up for like the whole week. No, get in the way of it. You're good. I mean, I don't ever use the bow anymore. It's really always been I'm going to keep it lying around in case I get hurt again. Archery is fun every once in a while. Like, especially if I have to go to work later that day, I'll arch because, I won't get my pants and work clothes all fucked up. See, I knew I only needed one piece of this fucking foam for this edge. I fucking knew it. I knew it. No, they don't. They don't really realize how tough it is. I'm like, I almost want to say, hey, bro, come out and give it a shot. I'll see you out there, motherfucker. Listen, I fought bikers and soldiers and all kinds of fucking people. I've had like legitimate like biker guys trying to fucking dome me. And I'm still fighting. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, you don't know what's up. There's a reason they told you to come out here and fight me. That's why I don't fucking worry about it. But a ton of these guys, I'm like, hey, listen, come out and fight. Not here, but go find your local chapter. I see, I didn't even fucking need this piece. Oh. Hell yeah, boy. I'm not gonna lie, like I have a level of massive fucking masochism because I don't fight with gloves on. And part of that to me is the thrill of it is important. Like I get a lot of enjoyment out of the possible fear that I might get hurt. Now I know not a lot of people are like that, but that's just me. And I think for me that is important because I enjoy that aspect of the sport. But it is a full contact sport, and people just forget that it's like, hey, you can still get hurt doing this. And it's not what we want for sure. but you can still get hurt. It's still possible. Gotta be careful here not to fuck my shit up. So now I'm just shaping the boss here. And then I'm going to go over it with the Dremel to get any of the sanding out of the way and try to make sure that everything is nice and even as it can be for something that was just kind of whipped up, handmade, you know. Yeah. I said it in my little video, but doing anything without a steak knife for me is just, ooh, I fucked up a little bit there, but hopefully I can make it come out with the Dremel. A little bit of fuck up. A little bit of fuck up there. Let's see if we can salvage that a little. Oh, maybe. All right, Dremel tool time. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Yeah, it is a little oval for sure. It is a little oval. I think it might be oval in a good way a little bit. Ooh, it is a little fucky, isn't it? A little fucky. Oh, well, part of it is, that's part of it. I never finished cutting my edging here. So it's going to look oval. It's going to look oval because it's not finished. My edging's all fucked. One sec. I still have all this extra to cut off here. It probably is still going to be oval, but this will help it look less oval. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it is probably oval, but this will help. Hey, it's not as bad. It is still an oval, but it is not as bad. Yeah, that's what happens when I forget to cut it off there. boss needs a little bit of work still, so I'm gonna try to ground that out. I think I fucked up the boss a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty forgiving. I mean, worst case scenario, I can just sand it down a little bit more and make the boss a little bit smaller. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect either, but it's getting pretty decent. And the other part is once I put some E6000 over it and seal it, it'll be a lot smoother. So I think I can round this side off a little more. Is it this side? Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure. Close enough. Close enough. This shit with some good old elbow grease. So I think a cool design choice. I don't know if it looked good because I want this to almost look like it was made out of one solid piece. I kind of want to do the wood grain going around it instead of almost like it was cut into boards, but I'm not quite sure yet. I don't know if I want to commit to that because the board's so easy. But the thing is I think it would look special if I did it as if it was wood grain spiraling around it. I'm not sure, but I think I'll probably just stick to the safest option. Just because it's easy. Shit. Yeah, we can figure that out. We can get that straightened out. I mean, it's been around a long time, so I figure at some point it would need some maintenance. So we can figure that out. Good enough. Good enough. Mother brain is never 100% on to begin with anyway. We're getting there. To the wood burning. So I don't think I'm going to do any cuts in this shield, so I want it to look like pristine. So there's not going to be any sword marks on the boss or the edging or the face or anything. Yeah, like I could spend a little more time measuring my planks out, but I don't ever really like. It's just I'm comfortable with it now, and you know I'm not trying to have like the same size planks on everything, but I will make this out of fewer pieces. Compared to the other shield I was making, this feels so much smaller and manageable to work with. So like this is kind of slow, but as far as design processes go, this is pretty quick. Oh yeah. This is the same straps, so definitely would need it. Oh yeah. Doing cut adjustable straps is easy when you're working on one shield. I think the thing was is when I was working on with you guys, I was trying to get it all done as quick as possible. So we didn't do any crazy nice stuff, and I wasn't as good back then. But doing adjustable is way easier now. I also on my newer shields I do like a string adjustability, so we can do a buckle and string adjustable. So that's an option. Let's see how that looks. It's a little crooked, but it's fine. It's fine. Now I'm going to do my pattern here. All right. I think I will stream the Plasti Dip, depending on how bad it is. So it could be the case that it's going to be really bad because it's been like a year or two since I Plasti Dip. So if it's too bad for inside the house, I might have to wait for a nice day to Plasti Dip outside, which will just be my phone. We'll see though. I want to stream it. At least streaming the mixture would be ideal for me because I want to show people how to do it. But I don't know. It just depends. But it's going to be a long process. So like the nice thing about having 3 shields to Plasti Dip is I can do a lot of it at the same time instead of just chilling and waiting. But the downside is it's just going to be a long stream. Yeah, I mean, I want to definitely show people, so I'll probably stream it. I gotta figure it out. We'll see. I should be able to stream it outside, even if with my phone if I have to. So it'll definitely be streamed because it's a long process. I want to still have people to talk to while I'm doing it. That'd be cool. Turned out pretty good if I say so myself. Nice and clean. So now I'm gonna trim down these edges a little bit so that my dapping of this won't be too harsh. Jesus, it's already almost 1 o'clock. Got practice soon. We only got one more layer to work on here. One more. And then I'm mostly done. Oh yeah, I mean I could definitely do that. That wouldn't be an issue. Do like little bolts. I probably do them recessed. I don't like having them sticking out because it's a potential failure point where they'll come off. But I could take I have a single punch of this, but so I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like there's little rivets in there. I could do that with a bigger punch, and they look like rivets. So I could do something like that for sure. I've done that on, you can't see it on my shield anymore, but I used to have those rivets because after plastic dipping it over and over and over again, they kind of went away. But I used to have rivets like that on mine. All right, pretty close. Pretty close. It's coming along nice. It's a fancy fucking shield with that handle. This feels really good. I'm not gonna lie. It's only 26, but I think that's big enough where most people could fight with it. And God, man, that wrap. Oh God, that feels so good. Now that it's settled in and everything, you can see like almost like, oh. I don't think that was ever actually fully plasti dipped. I had started trying to plasti dip it. At least I think I did. Then I threw a cover on it, so I don't remember. Jesus. All right. We're going to start our dap process on this, and it should be our last dap process other than the foam that goes on it. Then I'll be done with that for a while. So I'm going to take this board and set that here so it's my little dap spot. Yeah, so I was gonna put, as soon as I finish doing this edge, I'll get it. I was gonna put a weapon holder in like my old shield had, but I never used the damn thing, so I decided not to. It was really all it was like an elastic women's belt that I ran through like I do the straps. But I just never use it, so I was like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna put it in there. There's no real reason to. But I had a slot set up for it when I was originally designing it. Yeah, so I can show you at some point. My original shield has it. My normal shield has one. But that's why you never knew it was there, probably, because I never used the damn thing. It was cool in theory, because like I could carry the extra sword or an extra dagger, but I found that where it was placed, it would bother my shoulder when I'm moving the shield, or somebody bashed me and I'd slam my shoulder into the sword. It just wasn't very comfortable. So it's important to make sure all of these edges are nice and dapped, because I don't want any problems later. All right, I'm going to set this over here. Hopefully that wasn't hot still. That's a little warm, but it's okay. All right. So yeah, the original intention was for this spot right here to be where I put the little sheath holder, but I just decided against it. And I also figure that if I ever wanted to attach a holder, I could just attach holders using these backpack strap pieces if I wanted to. That was another part of it. So part of this is my shield is actually, my other one is painted black. But if you see right here, there's a slot back here. I just never used the damn thing for anything. So like the goal was, you know, I could sit here, and just, but I never used it for anything, so. Yeah. I'm gonna cut off the last piece of shield edging, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna do that off camera over here. Alrighty. Last bit of dapping for today. I hope. I think so. Damn, I'm almost out of this fucking can of dab. To be fair, I've been using it for like a year and a half. Before I use that, I want to cut off this piece of edging here. Ew. Ugh. I cut this piece a little extra wide, but I always want to have more than less when I'm working with plastic dip shield materials. Make sure I don't have to do any work multiple times. Oh, fuck. I can close this can of DAP up finally. I'm blowing my nose. I'll be right back. Turned it out okay. It's okay. Once I put this edge on, I'll do a little Dremel work. And I'll hop off because I got to get ready for practice at 3. Yeah, so far I've got Austin and I think a couple other people. Nothing crazy, but for an unofficial impromptu practice, it'll be good. It does look beautiful too. Yeah, especially since I can't make a lot of them. What I can make would be nice. All right. I don't know if this is fully dry yet, but we're going to throw this bitch on here and see where we're at. Where's my board? So we're going to throw this on here first. Do I have a smoother side? Yes, I do. I'm going to put that on there first. Damn it, look at all this fucking random shit. Oh, I will need to use the dab one more time. Damn it. Just for this little spot here. Damn. I thought I made it out. Ooh, got another piece from here? I do. Oh, maybe. I think I got another piece. Okay. Nope, that's not what I did. I cut another real quick piece. Damn it! I thought I was out. Damn it. So close. It's fine. It gives me time to clear up those edges. Very clean on this backside, that's for sure. Thanks, man. Practice makes perfect. Look how clean that is. Ooh, boy. Once I hit that with the... Yeah, me too, actually. It's funny. Once I clean this up with the Dremel, round out all the edges, give this a nice once over with the Dremel. It's going to be very pretty shield, that's for sure. Yeah, I debated whether to do strapped or punch, but I was like, you know what? I don't really want to wait to build this, so I'm just gonna make the executive decision to make it a punch shield. And plus, I think more people use punches anyway when it comes to round shields. Plus, this fucking thing is so light. It's like probably less than like 3 pounds, 2 pounds, 2.5, something like that crazy. That's pretty fucking light. Let's see where we're at here. Hide those cracks with E6000 whenever I'm done. Now to the annoying part. Lots and lots of drumming. appreciate it, man. Thank you. probably where I'm gonna stop off today. I will probably seal it up later tonight, and then probably my next day off probably won't be till next Sunday. I might get a groove. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I might get in a groove one of these nights after I get off one of these days during the week and try to finish it. But I want to be able to sit down and do all three of them. So I will see about trying to finagle me some time. But it turned out really good. I got to figure out where I'm going to put the runes. But I don't know. We shall see. It's a decent sized shield. I thought in my head that 24 or 26 would be too small, but this is definitely going to work. All right. It's been fun chatting with you, Colin. I will probably see you or talk to you at some point soon. You have a good day.